Happy Sunday, y'all. Welcome to Lee's Kitchen. I hope everybody's having a blessed day, considering the fact and situations that's going on around our country and around the world. I'm hoping I got my GoPro working today, so I'm going to be kind of like watching my cameras and stuff. Today, I thought I would try something different. I'm going to make my supper, and this morning I'm making my breakfast. So I'm gonna give you two things that I do in one show, something a little bit different. So I'm gonna be prepping for my dinner, getting that going, and then I'm gonna do my breakfast. And believe it or not, I'm gonna show you how, because I had a few people ask me, all right, how do you make your cheese gravy? Well, this is my Aunt Peggy's recipe from down south, down in Alabama. I've been eating this, and plus making this, but I was like real little when I first was introduced to this. My kids love it, we all love it, and I figured I would show you how I make it because I've been getting a couple comments about it. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna throw that in there. Now next week, I believe, I'm doing one of my viewers' chili. I'm going to try to get his chili recipe in. I believe I'll be caught up at that point where I'm going to start doing you guys' recipes as well. So don't forget, if you have any recipes, please share them with me so I can put them on here. Or if you want to record yourself making your dinners and stuff, or making meals or desserts or whatever it is, send them to me. Go to The Lee Lewis Show. Send them to me over there so I can get them. Be able to grab them and do the editing for it and stuff. So today I'm just making me a pot roast with some red potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, and plus my rump roast type deal that I got. So, and this is pretty well just simple setup. Alright, it's easy to do. I already washed the vegetables, dried them and everything. So pretty much everything is ready to go. Like I said, this is real simple. You can do. I get it in the packet where it comes with red potatoes and everything. Very simple. Not really that expensive, but this is a nice, beautiful, like a filet of steak going on here. So we're going to throw that on the bottom. All right. Dab my hands. I got a nice wet towel over here. And then we're going to... So here we're just going to add our carrots, some celery, like I said, it's just me, so I'm making it for one person. Of course, you're still going to have leftovers, that type, and it's always good to have leftovers. I enjoy having leftovers. I made me some ham and bean soup. Oh my God, it was so good. So now I'm going to take my red potatoes and I'm going to cut these in half. Throw those in there. Like I said, this is really, really simple. I'm making my meal, so all day long this is going to cook on low, and it's going to give me my meal, my supper for tonight. Nice healthy dinner. And of course it's going to be a dinner for a couple other nights, Very, very, very simple. Then I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to chop my onion up. Oops. Just like that. Real simple. I remember watching, I've got a little blood over here, but I'll clean that here in a minute. So I'm going to sprinkle my onions on top. I'm leaving them kind of big chunks and everything because they are going to cook all day. Alright, very simple. Then I'm going to throw a little bit of salt. Alright, and then a little bit of pepper. And then this is a mixture of all different types of seasonings. It's chopped up into pretty much like a powder. And what it is, it has your basil, parsley, let's see, cornstarch, all that, everything that's in there, all my seasonings are in here with cornstarch mixed up and everything. That's going to give the liquid some thickness and some flavor. And of course, Worcestershire sauce, if I could ever say it right. Oops. Always like to shake it up because you always get the sediments on the bottom. Alright, so we're going to throw a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on there. Alright. And that's it. That's all there is to it. I'm going to get this going, set up, and then I'm going to get cleaned up and reset up, show you how I make cheese gravy. Alright, and I tell you what, I did forget to tell you, when I put my roast and potatoes and carrots in and everything, I put all, my seasoning, and I put my Worcestershire sauce on it and everything. I also put 4 cups of water in here as well. I didn't show that part after I was getting everything rearranged and moved around and stuff. I realized I didn't put the water in, and I didn't show you guys. But of course, you always want to put liquids. You can put chicken broth, beef broth. Because of the amount of seasonings I do use, I just use just regular water. But it'll come out just perfectly, believe it or not. So now we're at the stage where I'm going to show you how I make my cheese gravy breakfast. It's pretty simple. Of course, I use Velveeta cheese, and you want to use whatever amount, how much cheese you like. I like it cheesy. I like it really nice and smooth. So I try to perfect it as much as possible. But my Aunt Peggy makes the best. I can't never get it just right like hers. But what we do is we get that's the oven. I got biscuits, buttermilk biscuits to go with it. But I cheat. I use the canned style. I didn't make it by hand. I just, anyway. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm getting my iron skillet. I like to cook with iron skillet. If they're seasoned right and everything, they don't stick. If you want to learn how to do iron skillets and stuff, let me know. I can always put a show on for that. But it's pretty simple way to doing it. But I like to get it pretty well much warm. Now, normally I would, of course, to make our gravy and everything, you want to use bacon grease. Of course, I save my lard, my bacon grease. I call it lard because it turns into lard after it sits and everything. But I always save my bacon grease. So I'm not going to make bacon with it, because normally what I would do is I would put bacon in here, get the grease from the bacon, and then use that. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and use the bacon, not make bacon. I don't want no bacon this morning. So what we're going to do is, pretty much, I'm going to use about a couple tablespoons of lard. And I want to get that melted down. Because that's about what you normally get when you do bacon, when you fry up bacon and everything like that. Of course, you want to slice up your cheese so it's cut down so it melts faster when it gets, And I just realized I forgot one more ingredient. And hopefully I have some. Not, I'm going to have to run to the store, and I don't want to. I think I do. So anyway, we're going to cut this down. I had some leftover Velveeta from when I made my cheeseburger pie the other day as well. So I'm just using up my Velveeta cheese that I have. You ever notice Velveeta cheese is very sticky? It does not and I had it in the refrigerator so it wouldn't be gooey. you know, but I don't know. It just always wants to be yuck. See what I mean? Yuck. And it doesn't do good trying to grate it. I tried it a few times, just like grating the cheese in there. And you can buy the grated cheese, Velveeta cheese, but I like the brick Velveeta cheese. That's the only reason why I'm using the brick. I call it the brick. It's always, I don't know why, it just seems to taste better. I don't know why is it, but it just always does. It always seems like it tastes so much better. So, I just want to be, I forgot to turn my upper camera so you guys can see. Like I said, I put 2 tablespoons of bacon grease in there, my lard, a good 2 tablespoons. Sorry, my stove is a little cockeyed. I don't like it, but it happens. Of course, you're going to need a whisk, and also you're going to need milk, and you're also going to need flour, and we're going to need pepper. I like a little bit of pepper in mine. So, right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the bacon grease heated up pretty hot, and while that's getting hot, we're going to throw our biscuits in. We're going to want to go ahead and get those cooked up. No, sometimes, I mean, if you want to make a full, interesting breakfast for somebody, best way to do it is, you know, fry up some eggs and grits. Of course, your bacon. You know, you can have a nice little spread out for, you know, a good Sunday breakfast or whatever. Make some cheese gravy to go with this. Or, you know, I mean, you can make all kinds. A lot of times I'll make a brown, not a brown gravy, but I call it a poor man's gravy. Where, you know, it's just, you know, you get your bacon, you get your poor man's gravy and some eggs and grits and all that laid out and biscuits. It's always good that way. Poor man gravy is very simple to make. It's pretty much the same process. The only thing is you're not using cheese and you're not using milk, you're using water instead. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle my flour in there. And I want to give it enough flour in there that it's going to give me a nice little paste. I'm going to try that. We're going to give that a whisk around. Yeah, there we go. That's about the texture I look for. Making sure my camera's all working. And I'm sorry about last week. My microphone system went out on me. I got a new mic that I got at the store and everything. I'm going to try that, see how that works out. Alright, you can see that the bacon is starting to brown up. Not the bacon, the flour. You want to get that consistency of that flour browning up, not burning, but browning up. Okay, then we're going to add our milk. Okay, so we're going to add all our milk in there, and we're going to give that a whisk. You want to try to get your milk back up to, you know, get your liquids back up to room temperature, okay? And if I time this right, I won't have to pause anything. We can go right into eating it and tease you out, tape. Don't forget, you guys, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that share button, get me out there. And please visit the Lee Lewis Show too as well, because all my information and everything is in there. You can see all my latest recipes and everything I have done. I am trying to think of a way I could do it. If you want any of the recipes, I'm thinking about getting them put on CDs. The video with the recipe itself on there. I'm not sure because, you know, people are not using DVDs and stuff anymore like they used to. I was told that, so. All right. So I could pretty well see the steam coming up, and I can feel it's pretty well warm, getting warm. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our Velveeta. Like I said, it's simple, very simple breakfast, and it tastes so good. If you like cheese, you're going to love this cheese gravy. I'm being real honest and being serious. If you like cheese, you're going to love this breakfast here. It's from my deceased aunt, Peggy. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Brought up two beautiful children, my two cousins, and everything. And we were actually talking the other day about she saw my show, and she was like, you know, heard me talking about cheese gravy and everything. So definitely, you know, and I said, well, that's where I got the recipe from, is, you know, from Aunt Peggy, you know. And I always fell in love with this. I mean, I don't have it a lot or that often, but when I do, you know, because it's something you just don't, you know, doesn't go good with your diet. If you're trying to diet, a lot of cheese and bacon fat and whole milk. I use whole milk. I don't use anything but whole milk. So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the cheese to melt in. I want to get a good consistency of a good boil to it. That way, you know, everything blends in, melts in together, and believe me, it's like real creamy. In fact, I will shut it down so I have room to set up to eat on. My kids love it. I think we had this for Christmas morning. We did cheese gravy for Christmas morning. Of course, you know, making my breakfast. I have right here in my crock pot. I have my dinner for tonight, and yesterday I made a loaf of some of my homemade bread, so that'll go good with it. Oh, and I got my I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can bend backwards here. I got an air fryer. All right. I don't know how to use it. I wanted one for so long, but my boys bought me an air fryer. So if you could tell me some neat ideas and neat recipes for it, please don't hesitate. Send them to the Lee Lewis Show for me, all right, you guys? All right, we're getting there. We've got the biscuits going, cooking up, buttermilk biscuits. Like I said, I cheat. I buy it in a can. One day I have to make buttermilk biscuits for you guys. I try to, you can see I spilled a little bit there. I try to make things that it's pretty well easy to make. Oh, and don't forget, before I forget to tell you guys, let's add the pepper on top of this already. Get that going. But I try to make things that are simple, not complex, because in today's life, literally today's life, I mean, you watch some of these people that cook on these cooking shows, you know, it's fancy stuff. I mean, you know, well, that's great. I mean, it's not a bad idea or whatever, but the problem is, for me, is that I can't afford to buy that kind of stuff, you know, do lamb and all this other stuff. I can't afford that kind of food. So what I try to bring you is, you know, food that is warming to the heart and the soul and warm to the stomach. You know, we all going through rough times right now. Very, 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 very bad and rough times. And we need to, you know, find ways to cut back, make things stretch much as possible. It's like my propane is like, to fill my propane up right now, it's $800. I am so ticked off with this damn fuel prices. $800. It's like, how the hell you afford, you know, people, they expect people to afford the, you know, luckily it's just me here, me and my cats. I have two of my beautiful babies. They're very adorable. They're not, I don't know where they are right now. You can see it's got that beautiful cream color going on. Yeah, because I remember like it was like only 2001. My last fill up was 570 something, and that was in November. So it went up from $500 to $800 since November, and then it went up. Because it used to be only like $380 to $400 normal price to fill my, it's 500 gallon tank out there. I brought out the electric heaters just to cut down on the furnace running. Because electric bill so far has not been outrageous. I mean, I can see it going up slowly, but not as bad. Oh, this is looking delicious, you guys. We want to get it coming to a nice boil. And I'll be right back. All right, welcome back, you guys. I just kind of like want to straighten up and everything, get everything looking good, and everything. Now you can see, what I did was I brought my cheese gravy up to a nice, good boil. Okay, so it's really boiling up, kind of scraping off the sides a little bit, but you know the sides always grab that flavor. So. And then I shut it off, turn the heat off, and then I'm letting it gradually cook down, you know, cool down. And you still got to kind of steer it a little bit, use your whip and everything, because it takes a moment. Now we're still waiting on the biscuits, and the biscuits are looking really juicy and plump. We're going to have that here in a second, and then we're going to have, and then of course we'll have our biscuits. Biscuits and gravy. Cheese gravy, y'all. Pretty simple recipe. You need a scooper. And go ahead and we're going to bring out our biscuits. Don't that look wonderful, you guys? And then, of course, let's not forget to turn off the stove. Bad habit, not remembering to turn it on and forgetting to turn it off. It's like always something. I hope you guys like my outfit. I love it. Okay. So we're going to take a couple biscuits and put them on the plate here. A little on the warm side. I like mine pretty warm, pretty hot. But they're buttermilk biscuits. I buy them. I don't buy the ones that don't rise. I like the comes in a bigger can, the fat can, without saying the name, and everything. It's they come out more fluffier and have more of that taste to it that you normally don't get. If you buy it, I find, believe it or not, I find buying between the generic and buying from the, you know, like the name brand stuff, in the biscuit part, I go with the name brand. Just, you know, FYI, I guess that's how you say it. So what we're going to do is, the gravy has definitely thickened. Give it a little bit of thick. Look at how thick that is. And you just pour them over your biscuits. Now, like I said, just would really go good, like with a with some eggs. Maybe fry up some eggs, you know, and put that on top of there, and then have some your bacon and have some your grits on there as well. Make a perfect, wonderful Sunday morning breakfast. So of course it's still a little hot yet. I'm hot. So next week, while I'm thinking about it, just sometime this week, one of you guys has sent me a recipe, a chili recipe. or chili mac. I can't remember chili or chili mac. But anyway, I got it. I'm gonna attempt to make that. So I'll show you. I believe it'll be next week. You'll see how I make. If I have all the stuff, I gotta look. But I think I do. How I make my chili, or how to make chili, but with one of my viewers. I know I'm rambling and stuff. I apologize. It's been a rough day, and I'm hoping I can be able to talk to you guys after this. If my sound system works, great. If not, I will see you guys next week, I guess. I hate this. You know, my stuff not working right. I can't get nobody to figure out how to work it. So, but one day I'll get it. So let's go ahead and dig in. I know I'm teasing you guys. I really hope you try this. It's a beautiful recipe by a beautiful lady. All right. I wish you guys were here right now. I think I perfect it more and more each time I do this. This is so creamy. You got the hint of you got the hint of the cheese flavor going on. You got the hint of the bacon, and that's it. I mean, you get those two combinations mixed in together, and it just turns out so wonderful. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm going to tease you guys with one more bite here, and then we'll go to chatting. Make this at home. Can't go wrong. Your family will love it. Definitely try this at home. Delicious. Hopefully I got my sound system working. We'll chat right after this. You'll see me come on. If there's no audio, I'm going to just shut it down. I'm not going to fuss with it until I can get that fixed. But God bless you. See you shortly. Don't go away. Alright, well, hopefully my audio is working. Please let me know, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Let's do a test on the mic system. Hopefully I got this fixed where you guys can hear me now. Can somebody let me know? Okay, good, good, good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, I really do love it. The recipe came from my Aunt Peggy down in Alabama. Of course, she passed away, unfortunately. I do miss them. I do miss my family down there in the South. And growing up, we went down there to Alabama and to visit and stuff. And this was one of her famous. I call it one of her famous dishes because I love it. I always make it. I enjoy making it, and it was a lot of fun. And I see you guys can hear me great. Hope that my sound is okay. Like I said, I changed my microphone, everything. So hope we don't have too many issues. So, but I hope you guys have any more recipes. Do you guys have any ideas on different things for me to cook? I know the guy. I believe his name is William on here. One of our viewers that has definitely sent me some wonderful recipes. And if you do have recipes, go to the Lee Lewis Show, just like it's over here. Somewhere up there is where you can go and check out all my recipes. If you want the detail of the recipe, message me and I can send them to you. I'm also looking to see about doing CDs. I want to get a burner CD and stuff, and I can put my live video of my cooking show, and that way I can put it on there as well. Green chili, that sounds good too. I had that. That is so delicious. What was the gravy made of? Velveeta cheese. That's what I use. I always buy the block of Velveeta cheese and chop that all up. Don't try to grate it because it's real sticky. But anytime I make bacon, I always take my bacon and fry it up, and then I save the grease. And of course, I call it lard. So I always have bacon grease. So anytime I don't want to make it bacon and whatever, I still have the grease. You take that and you heat that up I use an iron skillet. Plus, then you take your flour, put your flour in there and get that flour all browned up and everything. And then you put your milk in there. I use whole milk. And then once you get that milk heated up to almost, where you can see steam start coming up and everything, then you add your chopped up Velveeta, get that in there, get that started, it'll get all melted out and everything, and it'll start getting like a real beautiful cream. And I always add a little pepper to it, almost to the end of it, so it's always good that way as well. So that's how I make my cheese gravy. That's the way my aunt taught me. I mean, I can never perfect her way of making gravy, but it's always good. So it's real easy to make, and I'm wanting to try to make sure, because I always have people say, well, I can't make gravy, or my gravy is lumpy and all that. So if you watch some of my shows and everything, I kind of describe how to make gravy. So hopefully that is helping you guys out, because I have been getting comments asking about the gravy. But I'm needing more recipes, you guys. Send more recipes out to me and everything. Definitely love to try them out with you. So definitely, you got any ones that you really like and stuff, send them to me. I would love to see what you come up with. So any questions? This is open mic. This is open channel. Of course, we're on all kinds of platform stuff. I also put a lot of my recipes on my platform on YouTube, so you can find me on YouTube as well. And if you can, on the Real News Live and stuff, we're also doing trying to raise money and everything for Easter, trying to get as many families as we possibly can, but we're only doing it by how much we actually raise. So that always helps out and everything. If you want to send me anything and stuff, you have to go to the Lee Lewis Show. You'll see my P.O. box there. That would be, believe me, I've been already getting some neat gifts and stuff, and I will show them on the show and everything. If you have an interesting tool that you're like, okay, you know, I want him to try this because I always use it. I want him to try it. If you want to do that, please go right ahead. I will greatly appreciate it. So, like I said, this is open mic. We really don't have anybody on here, so there's about 5 people. Well, of course, one of me, so 4. Because on my other screen here, I have the Lee Lewis Show up and chatting with you guys there, and plus on Real News Live over here, I'm with your chats. So if you got any ideas or any questions you'd like to ask me, like I said, just feel free to ask me anything you like. And like any type of recipes. Now I am going to try one of my good friends there in Cochran, Wisconsin. He has a store called Make Me an Offer and everything, and we talk about different things and topics and stuff, and he gave me to try out. I'm trying to move myself so I can get to it. It's going to be pretty interesting because I'm going to try to read off some of this stuff. Hold on a second. Okay. It's hard to do sometimes. But anyway, I have what's called the White House Cookbook from the First Ladies back in 1916. Okay? So there's recipes all the way back to the 1916s. Plus, there's all kinds of pretty neat articles where people the first ladies have wrote different things, way to take certain things out, the old ways. I love the old ways. I hope you guys will like that too. So I want to try to get some of the recipes out of here. He wanted me to do this, and then I'm going to put them on the show. And I also like to try to read some of the stuff that some of the first ladies have written about how they took stains out of sheets and stuff like that back in the days. So that'd be kind of nice to watch. Let's see. My rice always is sticky. Any clue what I'm doing wrong? Okay. Well, viewers, what do you think he's doing wrong with his rice being sticky? The way I always make my rice, of course, it's always 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water, of course, and I put a stick of, not a stick, but a 1/4 a cup of butter in there, and with the water, a little bit of salt, bring that up to a boil, then I add my rice, get that back to a boil, and then I reduce the heat and stuff, but you got to constantly stir it and loosen it up and stuff and get it fluffy. So a lot of times you can use it like a fork and just kind of like bring it up and then let it cook that way. Yes, that's right, Karen. You cook it longer. So yeah, I mean, rice. I love rice. I mean, I make mine with like chicken. I usually use chicken and stuff. I have it's called an Instant Pot, and I use my Instant Pot, and it has a rice button on it. So anytime I do my chicken, I put my chicken in, put my chicken broth and seasoning, onions, and everything, cook that up. Then I take that up, chop that up, put my rice in there, and then drop my chicken back in there and hit the rice button, and it usually comes out perfect every time. I heard you are supposed to rinse the rice. I never did. I never do that. Or unless you're talking about beforehand. Okay, so you rinse your rice at the, I never tried that. So that'll be interesting. I'll have to try that, see how that works. I think what it is it helps get, start the reaction of the rice to puff faster. So I think that's what that is. I never done that though. I never rinsed my rice at first. So you guys like that idea? Would you like to start? Would you like to see me talk about White House stuff? So this will be I'll start working on it and everything, because I have a recipe. Yeah, you're right, Karen. You're right. Sure, definitely I will. Okay, I'll definitely do that. I'll put this on. I know my next recipe I'm doing is one of my viewers. He's not on here today. Normally he's here. He gave me a pretty cool recipe to make chili. I'm going to try it. It's a different way, so stay tuned for that one. But I'm trying to come up with some ideas. I really am, because I like doing this. If I could, I'd like to probably try to do this like a couple times instead of just today on Sundays. Maybe do another show with something else and everything. But like I said, if you guys want any of my recipes and stuff, certain ones and stuff, I will try to burn them on the CD, or I'll just email them to you. If you want to send me your email, I can do it that way as well. So, but I want to bring this up because it's one of the things that is dear to me. I was a truck driver for almost 17 years, and to watch these truckers in Canada, they're saying there's over like 5,000 truckers and stuff, plus people, all heading to a certain capital area. I believe it's in Canada. I'm not gonna. I can't say. I'm just saying. The reason, not the reason, because I don't want to get banned from on the channels and stuff. But it's just kind of interesting, because we were always taught you can't. In United States, you can't. Truckers can't strike, because of the law that they passed in the books and everything. Because when the truckers did go on strike one time. Because it does hurt you. It does hurt the communities and everywhere else. Because if you think about it, yeah, 50,000. You're right. You're right, Karen. I knew it was in a high number. I was watching some of that this morning. Because truckers, they bring in everything. They bring all the goods in, whatever you think of in your house. From your car to your inside of your house, all the groceries, materials, even the stuff that to bring you guys all the information and go live with you guys on here. Everything comes from truckers. I mean, yeah, there's stuff being shipped from train rails and ships and all that to get them to the ports, but from the ports to the stores, it's all brought in by truckers. So, always appreciate the truckers. I'm not just saying because I was a trucker, but I do. I appreciate, what I did, and it was part of helping out, because, like our company that we worked for, we sent, when there were the bad hurricanes or whatever, we sent 3 truckloads of water down to any locations and stuff. Let's see here. Yes, it does. And stock is low here. Yeah, it's going to get worse. Believe it or not, we've been talking about it. Chris has been talking about it, and I've been talking about it. How definitely you need to be stocked up. You got to be stocked up. If you can get it, grab it, because it's not going to be there. It's going to be hard in the price. Like I was saying in my show, $800 to fill my propane tank. I can't afford to pay $800. I mean, that's way above my budget. I'm running electric heaters because right now the electrical is low. Hurts for a little while, but things what we could take back. Yeah, it's going to, it is actually estimated that 3 days, only takes 3 days, the truckers go on strike for 3 days to cripple and hurt the economy out here with all the goods. You won't see, without the trucks going into these stores, and even the mom and pop stores, or the bars and restaurants and stuff like that, without them you wouldn't have nothing. So I'm just rambling. I'm just talking to you guys. I'm reading your guys' comments and stuff, and then bringing it out to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me. I'm enjoying this. I finally got my mic to work. I thank goodness for make me an offer in Cochran, Wisconsin, for his store and stuff. He actually had a mic that I was able to pick up and make it work. So we have to stop these mandates. Power is in the truckers. Yeah, I mean, I can't go into it because, like I said, that's a hairy situation. Only Chris could talk about the reasoning behind it. I can't do that. But it is. I mean, like I said, I trucked for many years, and I've been in all 48 states. I've been all through Canada, just the inside of Mexico. But believe me, I was ready to come right back out of there. It was a bad area. And don't forget, have some refreshments with me while we chat. Yeah. It's strange. I mean, I was sick a few weeks ago and everything. It hit me for pretty much 2 days. I was back on my feet. I mean, I'm a little tired still, and my thinking is not too clearly, but I'm doing better. Only problem was stocking up. I'm using it all up. Yeah, that is very true because, I mean, you'll see if you go back to some of my, yeah, definitely push the fluids. It always helps. I canned a lot of stuff, and if you go back to some of my shows, you will see where I canned tomatoes, salsa, apple butter, apple pie filling. Can't remember what else. But I'm also doing something. Actually, me and Chris both are doing something. We're trying this out. I wanted to put this on video and everything. I'm going to turn my camera around, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Hopefully, I'll do it right. So anyway, if you see right there, the white piping system right there, that is where the water pumps out of there in that black container, and it goes up and it goes across and down and keeps going down to each section, and there's constantly water flow. Well, actually every 15 minutes. I'm growing tomatoes, green beans, parsley, oregano, all that in there. So it's good. I can't wait. I already got 2 plants already coming up on the top row. But it's gonna grow, and I'm gonna get green beans, and it'll stay in those things. So as they grow, the bush comes out and everything like that. I'll put little fishing line and stuff so it don't collapse. Yep, that's my garden. And plus, right now, I mean, it's a bad season for outside growing and everything like that. This here, you will have vegetables all year round. You can plant anything but stuff that grows in ground, like your potatoes, your carrots, and stuff like that. You can't grow in these things. But everything else, I got, I think, 3 different types of tomatoes. The big boy, the Italian, I can't think of the actual names and stuff. And plus, I got 3 different types of green beans growing in there. My parsley, herbs, all that growing in there. It holds up to 30 different plants, and they just grow right in there and stays like that. Now, when I know we're out of the danger of frost and everything, I'll probably set that out on my deck. And if it's going to work out pretty good, I'm going to get another one. It is super neat, Sherry. I mean, this is part of doing my preparation and making sure I'm going to have vegetables and stuff like that for, that I need, because I've been seeing prices at the store and it's looking ridiculous. Definitely looking ridiculous. All right, what do we got here? Your garden, yes. Push fluids, yes. Yeah. Back to stocking up and everything. Okay, make sure if you do buy canned goods, you find canned goods and all that stuff, make sure it has a very long expiration date. Okay, I came across some stuff that I had that I've been stocked up on, and it had some of this expiration is already starting to expire. So one, make sure you rotate your stock and everything, so the oldest stuff is up front and the new stuff is in the back. Because I got a pantry that I use, I have in here in my right off my kitchen and stuff. Actually, in my video where it's a two double door, it goes into another room. That's where my washer and dryer, my deep freeze, and all my shelving is. So, and of course, I'm stocked up. I got a few cases of water and everything. Because that's going to be a necessary source. Like water, flour, sugar, salt. And what I do is, like with my sugar and stuff, I bought those big giant bags of sugar, and then I put them in. I have one of those. What do you call those things? You put it in a bag and you put it in the machine, and then it seals it. That's what I was trying to get out. But that's how I do it, like in my flour and everything like that, so it stays a lot, it's a lot fresher and everything. So if you want any ideas on stocking and stuff or any information on that, please don't hesitate. Come on, you guys. I need some more comments. I have a tomato plant still growing from last year on the ground. Got green tomatoes. There you go. Do you like fried green tomatoes? Or you take cornmeal, egg and cornmeal in that, and dip it. Slice your tomatoes up, dip them in that with an egg, or you can put buttermilk in there, and dip it in your Italian seasoning mix or cornmeal, and then deep fry it. It's really good. Vacuum packed. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Sherry. Yep, vacuum pack. I tell you what, it was a really good investment. That was also given to me, and I got a lot of the there are tons of bags. Put it that way. Yun? I don't know what that means. Y-U-N. Melanie, what is that? Yun. But yeah, you guys have any suggestions on stocking up? Because that's the comment or question that we're in right now. Like I said, I'm growing my own tomatoes and my own vegetables and stuff right in the house here. It's yummy. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I didn't. But yeah, and then what I'm gonna do. I need a pressurizer doohickey that has a pressure gauge on it and everything, because I need to do some pressurizing canning. But I'm going to be taking all the stuff I'm growing here and putting that into jars and can them, bath bathe them, boiling water and stuff, and that way I'll have, a lot of fresh vegetables like green beans and stuff. Oh, you're fine. Melanie, I believe that's how you say your name. So I hope you guys are liking the show and everything. I'm glad I was I apologize last week. Like I said, I've been having issues with sound system, so I wasn't able to talk to you guys last week. I got a couple of thank you so much, Sherry, for all the loves and hearts. It looked like somebody gave me a mad face. I don't know why. Let's see who that was. Oh, didn't show up anyway. That's fine. So yeah, I mean, stocking up is a really good thing. Thank you, Sherry. I'm glad to be out here, be on here with you guys. If you, there's not really that I know about. I mean, we had a few things going on yesterday. Right now, we got the truckers going on. Karen, you're definitely, and you can share me out. Definitely hit your share button stuff. Like I said, you guys, you can always go to the Lee Lewis show. Uh, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to copy it. Give me a second here. Things don't want to work out right. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask me while we're doing this, and any ideas on cooking, whatever you like to share. I mean, believe me, I'm looking for different things. I'm going to do probably get in once a week, another extra week or whatever if I can. I like to do. I'll probably do the house, White House. Thank you, Sherry or Karen. Get the names right. Come on, Lee. But bless it on the Sunday. I really enjoy coming out here. I miss talking to you guys. You guys are wonderful. You guys are so great. Please try the air fryer. I'm going to try the air fryer, believe it or not. I've always wanted one. I hear everybody talking about, they use the air fryer and stuff. I haven't used it. The boys gave it to me for Christmas, and I yet to try it. I think I'm nervous. Saving leftovers is always a good thing to do. Um, some of the stuff you can make, you can actually vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer, and that way, if you ever want them for later on and stuff. It's like tonight, you saw where I set up. I got my tip loin and vegetables and everything. That's going to cook all day. And of course, the smell is going to drive me nuts all day long. But it's always fun. I can't wait to dig in that tonight. But I tell you what, I had my biscuits and gravy this morning. Oh, that cheese gravy, you guys. I was nervous, but now it's my go-to. So you're like me then. I'm nervous. I don't know how to really use it. It's like when I got my Instant Pot. I tried my Instant Pot out and everything, and I started trying different things. And I tell you what, if you ever boiled eggs and you have a hard time peeling those shells off the eggs to make like deviled eggs or whatever, Instant Pot, I'll tell you what, once you hit that egg button and it's done, throw cold water on it, the egg shells just literally fall right off. But it's always good. I mean, air fryers, I've always heard people trying it and stuff. I hear like French fries is one of the best things to make in it. And I know that you can steam vegetables, hydrate fruit and stuff. It's got a hydrator thing on it, button too. You still haven't used your Instant? Oh, you got to try. The Instant Pot. I'll tell you what. You can have a frozen chicken, throw it in there, and it'll be ready in 30 minutes. Potato tot. You mean tater tots? I haven't. I have got a air fryer as yet. My extended family is. Yes, I tell you what. I really want to try it out. I really do. Um, you know, Tobin. Tobin. I'm hoping I'm saying the name right. Apologize if I don't. Yeah, buddy of mine, he's been giving me a lot of fresh eggs too. He says those his chickens are laying eggs a dozen a day. It's crazy. But eggs, I mean, I cook eggs all different ways and all sorts of stuff. I make egg salad sandwiches. I make deviled eggs. I make, I use it like if I'm making chicken and rice. I'll boil some eggs in my Instant Pot and everything and throw those in there. So yeah, and then of course fried eggs. I love fried eggs and corned beef and hash. Fried eggs, corned beef and hash with some toast. I tell you what, try it. It's really, really good. I like pickled eggs, and then you can can pickled eggs and stuff, and it'll last you a while. Uh, I tell you what, I love my Instant Pot though, the way it cooks up. But yeah, air fryer is supposed to be a lot healthier. And I love chicken. I eat a lot of chicken. In fact, I got some chicken legs, chicken wings and stuff in the refrigerator thawed out. I'm thinking about doing uh, barbecue chicken. I like the honey barbecue. It's always good. I love honey barbecue sauce. So yeah, any other ideas? Anything that you guys want to talk to me about? Like I said, this is an open mic. Any anything you want to say or anything I love? Sweet baby rice sauce. Sweet baby. I get I'm trying to think of the name. I had it. I'd used some of that. I think my last show I made a pork roast and everything, and I took the extra. I divided the pork in half of it for my dinner, and the other half I put in a Tupperware bowl, and I put my barbecue sauce in that, and that make sandwiches. I didn't get a chance to get some coleslaw. I wish I would have, because that would have really been good. Toast up some hot dog buns and put some of that pork roast in there, and a little bit of cheese, and then some sauerkraut or coleslaw. Oh my God, it's so good. I have one chicken left, trying to air fry 8 minutes at 370 for 16 minutes. Yeah, chicken. Shop around now. Um, I'm going to get to you guys the other questions here in a minute, but um, I believe it or not, I go to 3 different stores. There's a place down that I cross over into Minnesota and everything, because like I said, I live right at the river, so I have to go up the road and cross the bridge over to the other side. There's a grocery store there, and I mean, their meats are really cheap. I mean, I can get my meat pretty cheap there, plus the chicken. Of course, Walmart for my lot of my stuff, but then of course Dollar General for all my cleaning supplies. I have one chicken left, trying to decide if I should get more. Yeah, definitely get more chicken. Dip in Blenco crumbs and eggs in air fryer 8 minutes. Okay. I also have. I've never tried that mustard. That sounds different. You flipped it. Well, yeah, I know I have to watch my sugar. Yeah, I wish I was. I miss being in where I had my own property and stuff. I would love to have chickens. I always told my boys this: if we ever get a place where, out in the country and stuff, and have be able to have chickens running around, I would love it because I love fresh eggs. I very seldom buy eggs, and plus now with the prices going up. Well, thank you, Tobin. I can't. I'm trying to say your name. Actually, I got two cameras. One I use for regular video chatting and my Zoom meetings and stuff, and then of course I have this camera here is directly for this here. So yeah, I love my cameras. I love my setup. I use the front room. I got my two big windows where I can see outside. I turned this into my den. Of course, behind me is my green screen. But it's pretty cool. Tobin. Is that right? Tobin? Ricona, get all of those other chicks. Yep, Tobin. All right. See, I learned something today. They always say, mostly like when you're in trucking and stuff, they always say every day is a learning experience. You're always going to learn something new every day. Believe it or not, if you think about it, you learn something practically almost every day. Not 100%, but I'm just saying. Because I tell you what, I do. Of course, you turn on the news and stuff like that, and it's like, holy cow, I just learned something else today. Oh, okay, you taught the other one. That's fine. I was reading, it's like, what? Yeah, always try to learn something new. I mean, it's like all this computer technology and stuff. I mean, computers didn't come out till I was in 12th grade in high school. I mean, like the 11th grade, we learned how we were typing on typewriters and everything. Then when I went to when I was a senior at high school, it, end up with this big box and a big screen and everything in front of you, and you're typing on a computer. Yeah, I have a local. Well, actually, there's a couple local farmers and stuff out here. They raise pigs and cows and stuff, and that's where I usually try to get my whole pig and the whole cow and everything, put it in the freezer. That way, that's the way I stock up. Endless pork here. Yep, yeah, there are that many pigs in there. You remember those days? I do too. Well, some stuff. My memory has gone pretty bad. Sometimes something will trigger and I'll remember stuff, but yeah, it was. Computer has come a long, long ways. I tell you, and I learn every day. I try to learn. It's like here, I figured out. The other mic I had was having issues. I guess not working right, and I got a cheap one, and it worked. Seemed like it's working out pretty good. I had to train my dog to leave my chickens alone. You graduated in 1977. I graduated in 1984. And you still look at it, it's like, man, that's a long ways back. I mean, holy cow, the days have gone by. Yeah, I just can't spell worth a darn. You probably noticed that. I have a hard time with spelling, and pronunciations or whatever it is, we're trying to pronounce things. You graduated in 75, graduation in 78. Boy, you guys graduated a lot quicker than I did. I'm not saying you're old. Yes, it's like days and stuff. I mean, this month, January's gone. If you think about it, today is January 30th. Okay? Tomorrow is January 31st. And now we're going to be in February. It's like, where does the time go? But definitely, you guys, I appreciate you guys coming in and tuning in. I'm just glad I got my system working right. I'm going to try out some new stuff. I'm going to try to figure out to make the show more interesting. February 1st, my granddaughter turns 14. Well, tell your granddaughter, Lee says, happy birthday. My son turns 23, I think, or maybe 24. I can't remember. But anyway, his birthday is February 15th, and my birthday is April 15th, Income Tax Day. Unless they changed it again. I remember when time used to go slow. You don't see it going slow no more. But God bless you guys. Thank you for coming in and tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the chatter. I love it. You guys bring the love and the support with me and stuff. And I'm glad you like my cooking show and stuff. Like I said, check out the Lee Lewis Show. Go over there and definitely, hit the subscribe and follow and all that on that page as well. I need members over there as well. You're welcome, Sherry. Definitely. Thank you, guys. Tobin. Yeah, definitely ain't no. We just got 25 inches of. Holy cow! You can keep it. We still got snow here, but it's been cold too. But God bless you guys. And if, like I said, any ideas, send them to me. Don't forget, if you can help us out, we're definitely trying to raise money for Easter, so the children and the families can be fed and have a little something for Easter. So we're definitely trying to get that put together, and we're not going to say how many people we're going to feed, because we've been trying to get the money raised and see how much where we can spread it out, because like I said, we don't make no money. We do this to kindness of our own heart. We don't, we're not begging for, to support us or anything like that. We do all this volunteer. All our mods volunteers on here and on our shows. I do my cooking show. Sometimes I'll get in there and do some news or whatever. Chris does his news at night. And I think he's got other plans coming up as well. So definitely help us, by your love and support. It means a lot, and it goes a long ways. And everything that we make goes strictly to donations. We don't use it for our personal use or anything. Like, all donations go directly to helping the need. And of course, there's times when we get one of our viewers out here, get down on the luck and everything. Tragedy hits or something like that. We try to help people that way as well. Oh, you get Toby. Yeah, I hope your hip goes better too. At least I had my caretaker help me out and stuff, and get my that stuff put away and everything. But God bless you.
Please stay safe. Please always remember, always watch out and help those in need. Never know what the person is going through, so definitely keep an eye on them. I love you guys. God bless you, and I will see you again soon.